All right, Shalom Yisrael, Shalom Israel. Before we go any further within this lesson, I want to start it off by giving all praises, all blessings, all glory with infinite honor, and to the true mighty name of the Heavenly Father, and to the true mighty name of the only begotten Son, which is Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rachahach Wadash. Yahweh is the Heavenly Father's true name, who the people of this world ignorantly calls God. And Yahweh Shai is the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father, whom the people of this world ignorantly call Jesus Christ. I am the brother Tazier from the Camp Company of Prophets, located out here in Tampa, Florida. As always, I'm going to give double honors to our beloved elder bishops and to the elder apostles, the great millstone, whom rule well and that teach well, with much blessings and salutations going out to the hopeful elect, to the Akim who are qualified tuning in, and to the men that are laboring within this truth, scattered across the four corners of the earth, wherever you may be. Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, unto you and to your households within these evil days, these evil times which we are living in, man. Those times are upon us, all right? And it's plain and it's evident, okay, to those who have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, all right? So we're going to start off with the book of Romans, chapter 13, and verse 11. All right. And it says, and that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. All right. And I just want to read it in the NLT real quick, because we, all right, being the believers of this faith, okay, can see that, all right, everything we've been warning about, been telling, you know, the people, been hoping for, it's all coming to pass. All right. So Romans chapter 13 and verse 11 NLT, this is all the more urgent, for you know how late it is. All right. Time is running out. Wake up. All right. And that's the message to Jake, man. That's the message, bro. It's that simple. The time of repentance is running out, man. All right. A time to seek mercy, to find what you don't know, what you've been missing out on. All right, which is ultimately Yahweh Shema Shai, and the mercy, the grace of the Lord. All right, because this very day, all right, the mercy is still there, the grace is still there, but it's not gonna be there for long, man. All right, it's not gonna be there for long. Time is running out. It's urgent. Let's get this word urgent real quick. This is important, man. Urgent. A phrase, urgent, causing pressing matters to press hard. All right. This is all the more urgent, for you know how late it is, and we at the we late in the game, man. Okay, dealing with these prophecies. All right, really more so where we at in the time of this world right now. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. All right, because right now what's going on, we're seeing all these prophecies, the things that we've been speaking about, starting from our beloved elder bishops and elder apostles of Great Millstone, all right, have been warning and been prophesying about for decades, man. We're seeing all these things come to pass. All right. So let's go to Ecclesiastes. Oh, that's Ecclesiastes. Let me see. Ecclesiastes. Bear with me for a second. Ecclesiastes 5 and verse 1. Let me see. Actually, no, it's not. It's just a rock. All right. So let's get it real quick. Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and 1. Is it 1 and 5? Let me see. Bear with me for a second. Ecclesiastes 3, Salakia, 3 and 1. All right. So the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse 1, it says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the sun. Verse 2, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. All right. A time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, man. And right now, this is what's currently going on. The Lord has put it within his time, all right, you know, by his omnipotent powers, okay, to bring down which is have been brought up. All right, right now is Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, woman, and child. All right, his kingdom is being broken down. Okay, spiritually, systematically, economically, all right, monetarily, however you want to put it. Okay, from even the mirth, the fun of being a so-called American citizen. Okay, there's no fun in that. All right, saying those words, I'm American. Okay, you say those words now, ain't no excitement in that. Hey, you don't even feel right saying that, man, because America is fucking through, man. The Lord is done with this place. All right, starting with the self-proclaimed white man, woman, and child, Esau, Edom. The Lord is done with Edom. Okay, and right now, what we're seeing is a time to where the Lord is breaking this man down, and ultimately the self-proclaimed white man, all right, Ashai, all right, is about to get his punishment, man. Okay, so that's why a lot of these things is going on. And concerning the whole war with Iran and Israel heating up, this is going to play a major part in which we're going to get into it. But it says a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. All right, verse 4 says a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. All right, continuing. Verse 5, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. Why? Speaking on that, let's go to Matthew real quick. And I know I'm everywhere, man, but let's just get it. This is why, man. So this is why. So the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 12, and it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that's what we're seeing right now, man. This is why it is not a time to embrace. All right, it's a time to refrain from embracing, man, because these people they're sick, man. All right, and the Lord just told you in the book of Matthew, in which those times that we're in right now, which shows you that we're in the end of days, the end times, that you don't want to embrace. You want to refrain from that, because the love of many is waxing cold. These people are getting eviler, more sicker, demonic. All right, and ultimately it's going to get to the point to where these people are literally going to be out here killing each other, man, eating each other, backdooring each other. All right, all in the time frame that we're in right now. But as it progresses, all right, it's going to be manifest that we're in that time known as Jacob's trouble, spoken in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 5 and 6. All right, I just wanted to get that point. But continue, it says a time to get, Ecclesiastes 3 and 6, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away. All right, so basically the whole point is me bringing this out is understanding that there's a time for everything, as you read in verse 1. All right, there is to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, in which under the heaven is the earth, in which right now we're seeing that those times that we're living in, okay, being in a very a very heavy time of biblical prophecy coming to pass. All right, there's a time, and this is where we at, man. So actually, where do we let's go back to this Romans, and then we're gonna get this clip. All right, because some people, all right, haven't even acknowledged the fact that World War III has damn near already started, in which it's been started, you know, but Romans 13 and verse 11 in the NLT, this is all the more urgent, for you know how late it is. It's late. It's late, man. It's late. It's very late in the game right now, man. It says time is running out. All right, Jake, you don't have all day. You don't have all week. You don't have all month, man, to keep putting off the words of the Lord. You don't have it, man. Okay, because the mercy gates, okay, or the doors of mercy is closing. All right, every day it's gradually getting smaller. All right, smaller. All right, that window, that opportunity to come get right with the Lord it's dwindling. Okay, right here is telling you time is running out. Wake up. All right, it says, for our salvation is nearer now than when we first believed, man. Every day, prophecy. Every day we're getting closer to prophecy. We're getting closer to the return of the one you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. His name is W.W.Iii. Okay, and these events, all right, these prophecies, these biblical prophecies, all right, that are taking place are only furthering and pushing closer to that day, all right, which is that day of salvation for the believers, all right, which is nearer now than when we first believed. Okay, because now every day you see it more and more close to the returning of the Lord, man. All right. And you know, this clip I got right here, this is just for edification purposes, okay, under the copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. All right, this is only for fair use purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teachings, and scholarship. All right, scholarship and research. But let's just get it.
Iran did not come to play. Iran did not come to play. Israel done fucked up. Israel done fucked up and started a war that they are not going to be able to win. Now, if the United States steps in to help, obviously, yes. But with this commander-in-chief and Pete Hegseth and all the people that they done fired that knows how to run the military strategically to win the war are out. He got rid of because he doesn't want DEI in the army. And Pete Hegseth only want white boys in the army. So y'all are in trouble. Pull your troops out. If you have children that are in the military, they need to get out now. They need to get out now because, baby, we are going to war. We are going to war. This is not fear-mongering. Iran did not come to play. Did y'all see the missiles that rained down on Israel today in Tel Aviv? Did you see the missile raining down on Israel? They have not come to play. See, Israel has been bullying Gaza. Now they're getting bullied by Iran because Iran is not playing with them. They killed 10 Israelis today in strikes that rained down, and they're not finished. That was just because they bombed civilians and stuff in their land. Iran has a right to defend itself, just like Israel has a right to defend itself. Now, if y'all gonna go tick for tat, war for war, oh, they gonna need backup. This is the time that they really gonna need motherfucking backup. That's why you say, oh, France is gonna step in and try to protect Israel. But they already told France's ass, if you intervene, we coming after you too. We launching motherfucking rockets your way too. The U.S. has been warned as well. They said if the U.S. interfere, we're coming at your motherfucking ass too. We tired of y'all motherfuckers bullying us. And until you get the motherfucking hit, we're going to be coming at y'all ass full fucking force. And we're going to be taking all of this motherfucking shit down. Y'all done picked the right with, y'all done picked the fight with the wrong motherfuckers. That's all. And I was saying that to my homie the other day. I was like, they don't know who the fuck they just started a fight with. Iran will fuck Israel up if the United States does not step in.
Yeah, and that right there is what you see right now is going on is Iran is Iran is shooting missiles at Israel. And that is them showing their might, their power, man. I think you can get the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. Let me see real quick. Bear with me for a second. All right. Yeah. Let me see. I'm sure. The book of Joel, chapter 3. And verse 9 says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. All right. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Okay, and the Lord, it says, proclaim this, all right, among these other nations. Okay, which would be the Gentiles, these other nations that are not, okay, of, in this sense of the lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, in which right now you already have these major nations, these major countries preparing, okay, their military. All right. And that's what they're doing. They've been doing this for a couple years. They've actually been doing this for a couple of years. They've been preparing. They've been getting ready. All right. They've been putting their funds and their money, okay, into their military, into their defense systems. All right, for ultimately to participate in this next big world war, which is known as the third woe in the book of Revelations, chapter 11 and verse 14. But it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Yeah, and if you didn't know, World War III, really all the world wars are of a biblical prophecy, man. All right, it's already been written, okay, ordained by the power and the might of Yahweh Bashim Shai. But it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Prepare war, meaning get ready for war. Get ready to be in this war, man. It says, wake up the mighty men, which would be, Russia, China, all right? Even though America in there, man. America, all right? Because these are the powerhouses of the earth, all right? Especially when it goes into their military might, and not only that, their nuclear arsenal, in which Russia is in first place. All right, they don't fuck off, man. But these men have been woken up. They were going back to their natural state. All right, of them being mighty men, being warriors, known to be very troublesome on that field. All right. And it says, let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. All right, which that's what they're doing right now. All right, that's how a lot of these neighboring countries, a lot of the allies of these other countries are being dragged into this war, so to say. They're being pulled in which really prophecy is pulling them in. The prophecy, all right, the Lord is the one that's pulling them in, man, because we finna get the fuck out of here, man, soon. All right, that's why we get that Romans, man. We finna get out of here soon, man. You know, Lord willing, we be of that elect, you know, the be a part of that election, man. All right. And but it says, verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Okay, in which that means the plowshares and the pruning hooks, we understand that those are tools used to cultivate the land. You know, those are farming tools, in which this verse is meaning you know, the money that these other countries make, you know, either they be them selling, you know, their natural resources, or, you know, them selling meats, or them selling type of commodities or oils and things of that sort, whatever they're using, okay, to build up their economy. All right, which is obviously money, but whatever they're doing to gain that money, you know, basically put all that their funds and the money that they're gaining, and put it into your military, put it into your defense, put it into building these missiles, okay, put it into building these labs, man. All right, so you can, you know, get these missiles ready. In which China, a couple months ago, all right, China said how they're taking you know, a chunk of, you know, their money that they use to build into their economy, and they're putting it into their defenses. Why though? It's because they're preparing for what's to come. All right, but it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. It says, let the weak say I am strong. In this perfect case, Iran. All right, the talk of the town, Iran. All right, the Iranians, man, the dragons. Okay, they showing that they are strong, man. They're showing that they're strong. Right now, they're over there fucking up them fucking small hats. It's messing up them small hats, man. Let's see. Let's shoot some rats. All right. Let me see your own Philly tweet. Let's see. That's a meme, but hey, where is it at? Damn, where can I find it at, man? Cause Iran they popping their stuff, man. Look, here it is. Everyone will feel it. In which this is what Iran has tweeted. All right, what is this? This is right here a perfect example of the weak saying I am strong. Flexing their arsenal, their military arsenal. In which I want to find these tweets, man. Look right here. This was posted 15 hours ago. Footage from the massive Iranian missile attack on Israel. Come on, bro. look at all those missiles hitting Israel. All right. There's more. Persian arrows rained down on occupied Palestine. Zionist cold stronghold shattered in the historic Jifa, some shit like that. Hey, so there you got it. There you have it. You know, it's more. It's but yeah, right now you have you got them Iranians blowing them down, them Israelis out of there. You know, blowing their ass to smithereens, man. In which it's only going to escalate to where you're gonna get these. You're gonna have America to step in. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he have taken against Babylon, which is America, man. All right. America in the scriptures is known, all right, and referred to as Mystery Babylon the Great. America, aka the United States, is biblically known as Mystery Babylon the Great. All right. And this is the counsel in which Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, have taken against Babylon. And it says, in his purposes that he have purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. In which this is the land of the Chaldeans. This place is ran by witches and fucking warlocks, bro. By sorcerers. It says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. And the least of the flock is talking about Israel. Okay. A little bit more of this. Salakia. Bear with me for a second. All right, a little bit more of this. A little bit more of those rockets. Is gonna have to where America has no choice but to force its hand and to step in within this war. Okay. Because they already have history of dealing with those Iranians, those Palestinian people. All right, of a long history in the war of so-called terrorism. All right, so it ain't gonna be nothing for them to, you know, step in. Only consequence is, all right, the guard, man. All right, which is Russia. But regardless, it's gonna happen. They have no choice, man. All right, they have no choice. World War III is inevitable, man. It's inevitable. So let's see if we can get this real quick.
That's the only way that they're going to stand a chance. Trump going to have to step up and be a commander-in-chief instead of being the commander-in-thief. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to steal innocent people's tax dollars and trying to push through this crooked satanic bill so that you can rip and shut down. You're going to need these services because you're going to need civilians to win this war and protect your rich ass and your rich buddies. Because I'm telling you right now, the U.S. interfered with this Iran war. We're going into World War III. Russia already said that they're going to back Iran. China said that they're going to back Iran. And you don't want to go to war with either one of those countries. You don't.
Okay, he says America's going to have to interfere. You know, I think that's what he said. Let me rewind it a little bit.
Pick the fight with the wrong motherfuckers. That's all. I was saying that to my homie the other day. I was like, they don't know who the fuck they just started a fight with. Iran will fuck Israel up if the United States does not step in. That's the only way that they're going to stand a chance. Trump going to have to step up and be a commander-in-chief instead of being a commander-in-thief.
And which we telling you right now, man, starting from our elders and apostles from Great Millstone, okay, top, officials, and on down, that America is going to step in. Okay, this war is going to escalate to where there are going to be talks of nuclear war. All right, to ultimately, the Lord's sword, which is the ultimate sword, is them thermonuclear missiles, is going to be used.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to steal innocent people's tax dollars and trying to push through this crooked satanic bill so that you can rip and shut down. You're going to need these services because you're going to need civilians to win this war and protect your rich ass and your rich buddies. Because I'm telling you right now, the U.S. interfered with this Iran war. We're going into World War III. Russia already said that.
Hey, and it's biblical prophecy that is going to happen. So let's get this real quick. All right. Let's get Habakkuk. Because I like how he said that. Habakkuk chapter 3, Salakia chapter 2, and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. And the vision is speaking about the prophecies, man. Okay. The prophecies, these events, these major, very catastrophic, events that are that is ultimately going to lead up to, once again, the returning of the Messiah, the one you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. His name is W.W.Iii. All right, and these visions, which these prophets, the men of the Lord, have been seeing, have saw, which they have written down. All right, for a time like this, so that we may understand. Okay, written for our learning. All right. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. All right, and we are at that. We are at the end. Okay, that's why it matches, so well with Romans 13 and 11. And I'm just want to get real quick because I love the NLT version of this. It says, this is all the more urgent for you. Know how late it is? Yeah, because we're in the end of this man's kingdom, this devil's kingdom, Esau, Edom's kingdom. All right, we're at the end of this current world as you know it. Okay, the fashions. Oh, I got to get that too, man. Baba Kushah, Lord willing, I can remember it. But the scriptures tell us how the fashions of this world passeth away. Was that 2 Peter's? What is that? What is 2 Peter's? 3. Let's see, where is that? It's okay, we'll find it. We'll get it after Habakkuk. So Habakkuk 2 and 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. All right, World War III. All right, America going to war, being involved in this war, fighting in this major war. All right, and it says, and not lie. Okay, because it's not a lie, man. We're not telling you this to lie to you, to deceive you. We're telling you the truth. This is the truth. All right, this is the truth of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, the prophecies coming to pass, man. These things happening that we've been telling you. World War III, Jacob's trouble. The MOTB, which the mark of the beast, is the CHIP, the RFID CHIP, man. All right, martial law. All right, sedition, etc., man. You name it. It's all in the scriptures, man. Okay, and when it happens, all right, you be the judge. Okay, because you're gonna be a part of it, man. All right, prophecy, all right, is going to literally take a hold of everybody and everything. All right, we are all bound by prophecy, man. And it says, though it tarry, wait for it. So meaning it's, it might look like it's stalling, it's taking a little time and a little minute, in which right now, like I said, every day, closer and closer to the return of Yahushua, man. Closer to the return, closer to seeing, all right, World War III. All right, closer to the MOTB being mandatory. Closer to Jacob's trouble. All right. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So when it happens, it ain't gonna be stalling no more. It's not gonna be waiting. It's not gonna be pinning. It ain't gonna be loading. It's gonna be there, man. And what am I talking about? Here it is. Revelations 11 and verse 14. It says the second woe is past. All right, and that woe is woe means destruction. It means death, man. Destruction, death. All right. It says the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, man. That second woe is talking about World War II, in which you understand ain't nothing happened besides death and destruction in that time, man. It was nothing but death and destruction within that war. All right. And so this war that's about to happen, which is it's already it's gradually and it's picking up pace day by day as these rockets are being shot off, as these talks between these foreign ministers and these kings, which will be the presidents, all right, or they're having words and exchanging words and things, but it ain't nothing going through, man. There's nothing else but to duke it out, man, because that's what the Lord wants. That's the will of the Lord, man. All right, that these heathens be gathered to the valley of Yahushua, man. All right, so he can have his son Yahushua, okay, spank him, man. Take him out of there, bro. Punish them for the things that they've done to the apple of his eye, which is Israel, man. All right, so Jake should be happy, man, that the Lord's doing all this, because he's doing all this for us. He's really doing all this for us, man, for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man, woman, and child, but really more so for the elect of them, man, of the nation of Israel. Once again, Revelations 11 and 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. We're seeing it. It's coming quick, dog. It's very quick. The only way you'll be able to see it is if you're watching. And remember, man, now is a high time to wake out of sleep. So get right, man. And, this shit, your everyday mundane, I think it's like mundane or something like that. Life, that shit don't matter, man. This is what's more important, bro. Okay, the words of the Lord.
That they're going back Iran. China said that they're going to back Iran. And you don't want to go to war with either one of those countries. You don't want any one of those to step in and start no damn war. So the United States hands is kind of tied. They know that we got an idiot in office. They know that he's controlled by money. He's sitting up there in a bunker somewhere talking about something. It's just a phone call. All I got to do is make a phone call, and everything's going to be okay, because I'm Trump and everybody listens to me. No, bitch. They haven't been listening to you. Ever since you've been talking to Russia, trying to calm the war, Russia has been tearing fucking Ukraine up. Tearing the shit apart.
Yeah.
And you ain't stepping and did shit. In fact, you sided with Russia. You sided with your buddy, your homeboy. That's who you sided with. Now Ukraine is almost like Gaza. Now they're coming after Israel. Israel next. Because they seen what Israel's done to other countries. Oh, and Caitlyn Jenner's out there too. They seen what Israel has done to other countries, and they have absolutely no respect for Israel right now. None at all. And the Bible has talked about this, that Israel will fall.
Yep, that's right. Look, the Lord even said it, man. All right, the Lord do not fuck with you Edomites, man. All right. So Exodus 17 in verse 16 says, "For he said, because Yahweh have sworn that the Lord Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation," man. And Amalek is you damn small hats, man. You people that's over there occupying our land, okay? That's fighting them Iranians over that land that don't belong to any one of you. The Lord said, okay, that the Heavenly Father, man, the Creator said he's going to have war with you and your people from generation to generation. He's not done. The smoke is still in their air. The Lord want all the smoke with y'all, man. And y'all can't duck that fade. You're not ducking that fade, bro. You can't. You're not ducking that fade, bro. The Lord's going to fucking ultimately, Salakia. The Lord is on ultimately, keep smoking y'all shit till y'all are literally gone. Obliterated, desolate from off this place, man, of his earth, because he don't fuck with y'all at all, man. Generation to generation, all right. Amalek is the top of the fucking Edomites, man, of the so-called white man. They're at the top. They're the head, all right.
The Bible has already predicted that Israel will fall. This will be the second time, but it's going to fall again. Because this is what happens when you have people who war just because they got the power to.
When you have wicked men in rulership, in power, okay, what are they doing? They're ultimately building their own casket. This is what the Edomites are doing. They're building their own casket.
Just because they got now, his decisions has cost his civilians lives. You see how that works? You see how Trump's decisions is going to cost civilians lives. There's going to have to be civilian blood spread. Civilian blood has already been spread because we just had a Democrat killed and her husband the other day. Them wanting to do what they want causes American lives. The cost, I don't know. The last time he was in office, over 1 million people died from COVID. That was the cost. There's always a cost in civilian lives when you make stupid decisions. And right now we got the stupidest commander-in-chief in office. You best believe there's going to be a lot of blood shed because this motherfucker is in office. And he doesn't think logically. He's only ruled by money, greed, and all the things that rule Satan. That's what rules Trump. So, good luck. Pay attention to the war, y'all. Because pretty soon, if he makes the wrong fucking decisions, then we're next.
Babylon is definitely next, man. Definitely next. All right. But yeah, man, this is definitely where we at, bro. All right, times is amping up, man. Okay, so we're gonna very well likely see America get dragged within this war, this major war, man, between these major countries. All right, between these kings, all right, of these nations. This is the will of the Lord, man. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I just wanted to speak on that. All right. Say the water, Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahweh Shai, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. And in closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory with infinite blessings and honor unto Yahweh, Baal Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Baal Shem Chakodash. So that's how I say Shalom, Wa Abba Babal Soon. Shalom.